Hello, everyone! So today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Age of the Primes Powerglide. So this is part of the newest release here in the Philippines for Hasbro Transformers that I bought. So let's start. Let's start with the box. Up front, this is the standard Age of the Primes box. Powerglide looking nice and cool here in the front art. His alt mode. On the side, a bigger photo of him. I like how he looks awesome here. Looks cool. At the back, we have him here in his robot mode, alt mode, and his two gimmicks, which I'll show later. This is the light heart or hearts in his chest and the alien mask. On the side, of course, it's the statue of the Primes. So let's get that out of the way and look at Powerglide himself. Wait, can we straighten up the camera? The camera looks weird. There we go. So here's Powerglide up close. So he is based on his original appearance in the cartoons. He looks wonky. He is a mini bot, by the way, and he looks really nice. I mean, he feels good to the hand. That's one thing. My main complaint that I want to start with is his feet. The feet look weird. That is just weird in terms of feet. But anyway, closer look at him up front. Look at that. The face is painted, at least the upper part of the face, the one that covers the eyes. It's painted silver, along with his eyes are painted sky blue. The mouth plate, or the face plate that he has, is just gray plastic, similar to the plastic used here in the arms. There's very minimal paint job done here. This is one of them, the cross piece, blue and yellow, and this one here is painted as well to match his alt mode later. I'll show you guys. And here in the legs are the feet. As I've said, on the side, it looks weird. At the back, it's very plain. Just some minor hollowing there, hollow gaps. But overall, he's a really good figure, in my opinion. At least look-wise, he looks very G1 aesthetic. And now, there are some minor complaints that I have here for this figure. Mainly QC-related ones. When you're transforming this, the hands or the arms, you need to flip this over, rotate the arms, and then you need to tab in this. You need to push the forearm all the way until it tabs in. My copy does that. So the mushroom peg here is loose to the point that you can't do it properly. So I need to attach it back in. So if your copy is like this, you need to hold on to like the here at the back of the mushroom peg and then just slightly push. And it still didn't do it. So I'll show you guys how to do it properly in a transformation video. But as you can see, it's kind of frustrating to have QC issues like this. And one more QC issue in terms of transformation that I have an issue with are these on the side of the legs, these propellers. So you transform this by, look at that. That's the issue that I just showed. That just happened. You need to like lift it up all the way up like this. So this is not too... This is okay. It just happened the first time when I was shooting the video. But on this right side, on this right leg, when I try to do it, what happens is the hinge, in order for me, the hinge here inside, in order for me to do this, is tighter than the actual hinge that's connecting this. So it's really difficult. It actually detaches instead of me being able to easily pop it upwards like so. I have to put in extra effort and be careful not to untab that too much because it will become really loose. So again, that's an issue for me. And I also saw the review by That Toy Guy, the YouTuber. He says that his shoulder piece or shoulder panels are quite loose in his copy. Fortunately, mine doesn't have that problem. These are quite tight, but his have loose here. So there are some quality control issues with this figure. Hopefully you guys get a really good one which doesn't have any of those, because it's really annoying, especially if it's part of the transformation. When I was initially transforming it, it was really bothering me how difficult it was when it's supposed to be an easy transformation. But anyway, enough of the complaints. Let's look at the good side. I love how much Easter eggs they put in this character or this figure. The first off would be the accessories. He comes in with two. This is basically a standard Autobot blaster. This is painted silver, which is really nice. And the mask. This came from one of the episodes in the original cartoon. I think the title of the episode was Hoist Goes Hollywood or something, wherein a couple of Autobots act as actors, and their role was to become aliens, so they had to put masks in. So another Easter egg another thing that I like about this guy is the gimmick. So in order to put the face mask on Powerglide, you need to pull on this antenna here, pull it upwards, and that actually acts as a lock for the faceplate. Because once you pull that upwards, it unlocks it, and you can rotate the face and then close it out to lock it in place, which reveals this panel, which you can, or slots, which you can connect the face mask in. So Powerglide, he can act out Powerglide in that episode, which is really, really nice. Look at that. And the face mask is completely painted as well. Really cool, really wacky looking alien. Another cool Easter egg that they did here is the chest piece. They actually had those that heart inside his chest plate or chest piece, and I love the fact that it's the inside of the chest is well detailed. You can see all the mechanical parts right there, and even here on the opening, it's well detailed. It's well done. Like the level of detail on that is really amazing. I love the fact that they put in the effort to do that in such a small figure. I guess the budget of the deluxe class for a really small figure gives them the opportunity to do that. And the last Easter egg that I actually found out was when I read about this is this one. You can see that he should have had the Autobot sign here when you combine the legs to form his alt mode. This is apparently a rub sign, which is common back in the 80s where kids could rub the insignia to show what faction this figure belongs to. So it's really cool, even though it's not working, of course. If you rub it, it won't show the Autobot logo, but it's still really cool Easter egg right there. Now that I've mentioned all the Easter eggs that at least I know of, let's look at articulation. So for the head, you gotta be careful because when you transform him, you lock the head here at the back. So if you transform him back to robot mode and forget to do that, you won't be able to move his head. So make sure to untab it in order to move his head to the only motion that he can do, which is left and right. You cannot look up or down with this. The shoulders, oops, that untab. That was the problem of that toy guy. The shoulders can move the full 360, can move to the sides that far. There's the bicep swivel. The elbows can bend. I'm not sure if you can bend it more. Oh, you can. You can bend it all the way 90. I just don't want to force it on this side. And then you can bend it to the back like this. Unfortunately, no wrist swivel for Powerglide. There is an uncompromised waist swivel. The legs can kick out to the side pretty much just this much because of this. But he makes up for it in kicking forwards. He can kick really high. He can kick anyone in the chin. And at the back, he can kick this far. Now there is a thigh swivel as well. The legs or the knees are jointed, double jointed. I mean, no, not double jointed. I don't know what you call it, but it locks in two places there and 90 degrees. And then the ankles or the feet can actually rotate the full 360, but the ankle pivot is almost non-existent. It does have a reverse ankle pivot though, which I'm not sure how you would be able to use it. And for weapon storage, you can equip or accessory storage the mask on top of his blaster, and then of course you can connect or tab the blaster in Powerglide's back, just like so. Now for some size comparisons, I have here the other mini bots that I own. The recently reviewed Age of the Prime Swerve, Studio Series 86 Brawn, Studio Series Devastation Bumblebee, Kingdom Warpath, Studio Series 86 Hound, and of course the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. So here we have Powerglide in his alt mode, which is, I forgot what type of plane it is, I'm sorry. So, up close, you can look at Powerglide right there, two Autobot logos, and the rub sign, as I've mentioned. This is an old gimmick back in the day. Now, I do have some complaints with this alt mode. First off, a lot of things get placed or put in places but are not completely tabbed in. Example, this one, the wing or the wings, they do not tab in. You just basically rest them there in the middle of that notch, and it doesn't tab in, and it doesn't tab properly. You know, it it's loose. It looks weird. Next thing is this one. This is in the forearms part, and you basically just rest the forearms on top of those, hoping it will not go out or detach. But if you mess around with it, you take pictures, you hold it, it easily detaches. As you can see, I just moved the wing and that part already untabbed itself, which looks weird. These ones are just floating here on top, which I guess it's okay, but I wish they tabbed in better. The wings, for some reason, are there. It's straight now. These are the toes, his toes, like on the top of his foot earlier. It looks weird. I guess it looks okay in terms of like a Powerglide alt mode, but there are just a lot of things that I don't like about it. It's fiddly, to say the least. But I guess visually it looks good. I mean, it's okay. It's not that bad. But again, the hand is visible right there on the side. And weapon storage or weapon integration is ugly. Just put it on top, which you can include the face mask as well. And it looks weird. Nothing spectacular about it. Nothing special. So let's go on to size comparisons. I don't have much to compare, but I don't want to compare Optimus with it. It's a plane. So I figured comparing it with aerial bots. I have Skydive and Fireflight here. Oh no, not Fireflight. Air Raid, I think. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to Google that one. This is Slingshot and this is Skydive. I'm really sorry. But if you look at them closely, Powerglide looks okay beside them. He's not that big. I mean, he's not that long compared to them, but he is a good looking plane next to them. So it's kind of okay in terms of size comparisons and comparing them with aerial bots. So my final thoughts on the Age of the Primes Powerglide. A lot of play factors for this guy, a lot of gimmicks in my opinion, and I like those. I like that they put in the effort to give us Easter eggs on even the simplest of things. The face mask is a one-off episode. It's a really nice callback, and he looks fairly accurate to the G1 comic or to the G1 cartoon, which is really nice. But saying all of those, the QC issues that I have with this is kind of frustrating. Even though his transformation is quite simple, it lacks that satisfying feeling when you finish the transformation because it doesn't lock in properly. Like there are some loose parts that you can see as I've shown earlier, even though you've completely transformed it. And I guess there's just a lacking feeling on it. My take on this figure is a so-so figure. It's not that good, but it's not bad either. It's just a so-so figure. So yeah, that's it for my review on the Age of the Primes Powerglide. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you do. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.